Hello, my name is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to episode 30 of this Let's Play Victoria 2. This is the Army with a State, and we are playing as Germany, fighting against the Russians at the moment. In the last episode, we managed to piece out Britain for a cut down to size, which was hilarious. Actually, that was the episode before. We pieced out Italy for a white peace. Italy and Austria are now fighting... No, sorry. Italy and Spain are now fighting against France and Austria. Meanwhile, we are beating up the Russians, and I think we're actually going to try and take some stuff from Russia if we can. Meanwhile, the USA was also beaten down to a white peace. So we've beaten off a large number of the great powers, actually. Many of them upset with the amount of infamy I've accrued, and that keeps on going up. There's not very much I can do about it. The Old Man in the Sea, a fisherman off the coast of... Yeah, good, excellent, well done. Now, I do have a solid line set up against Russia, except for one spot right there, which is really upsetting. But I will be doing something about it shortly. We have an army marching up through there. This army is currently reinforcing, so they need a little bit of time. But wow, look at the amount of experience they have. That is going to suit you well in the future. Alright, good stuff. I'll give you until the end of this month, and then I think I'll have you pushing forwards. Or, actually, what we could do, probably a better idea, is send you down here to completely cut them off. Which will mean that Russia can no longer get troops back here, and then I can kill them off at my leisure, and then continue to push forwards with the main line. I like it. Meanwhile, that is a lot of artillery being produced. Not quite what I was after, but okay, I'll accept it. Go and kill them. I'm a little bit worried by how entrenched these two will be. Plus they're in forests, which I'd rather fight them out in the open here. Far better results. Brazil goes bankrupt. We gotta repay debts on Brazil. In fact, you know what? You go attack here. You come over here. You stay there. Will we catch them? No. Alas, no. But now they are completely cut off. More and more Russians will be coming through. But no more to this area. Lovely. Alternate plans. Cool. The Netherlands would like access. Who are you fighting? Italy and Spain. No, because you're on France's side. And nobody likes to see France actually win something. I mean, come on. Not crazy. What are you two? A battleship and a cruiser. Yeah, you better run, Russia. I just saw your ships just disappear. In fact, we can just sail into here. Or are they going around the long way? Unfortunately, they are. Disappointed! Let's meet you in Danzig. Right. That's a big army. Let's go crush them. Unless we're producing a second set. I'm kind of waiting for the French to declare war on us, but considering France is fighting against Spain right now, they probably won't. Actually, what I could do at this juncture is start actually fabricating stuff against others. Yeah, we'll go against Austria. I still want Austria. We'll justify a war against you. We'll acquire state. We can do it. Cool. That worked, right? Yes. Piss the world off even more, but hey, I don't think they can like me any less. Right, 4 of these artillery I think were destined for you. The reason I'm doing that is because you're almost at the strength where I can just send you forwards. Because I think I need to, because you're getting a little bit weakened. Oh, right, yeah. Influencing stuff, that's a thing. Come up here. I want to see if I can get you to reinforce this army before they run away. I'm not convinced that they will. And if they could win it, that would be even better. We have been caught justifying against Austria, so our infamy is now at 80. And we can improve our relations with Egypt. Oh, the Ottomans are now a great power. Interesting. Actually, no, that's not. That's annoying. The Ottomans were mine, damn it. Right, where's Egypt? Much easier to do it this way. Increase opinion. We are now friendly. Yeah, the Ottomans are disappointed. Are we going to win this fight? The Russians still outnumber us, but we have way better troops. It says they're currently winning. If we can win this one before this one breaks, that would be amazing. Beer halls will be removed. No. Just no. Right, you need to run away now before they come in here and you have nowhere to run to. Major discovery. War games were staff training. It meant playing out a situation, a fictive war or conflict, and setting the staffs against each other, and training them in order, writing, communications, and planning. At some degree, it also trained tactical and operational skill. Marvellous. You're actually losing that fight. I disapprove heartily of that. Where are they still getting troops through? Oh, through here. Oh, for Pete's sake. Not being able to go through Russia is super annoying. Sorry, through Poland. And Hungary. Oh, fine. This is getting too expensive. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything against you anyway. Support the Krupp family. A peculiar military-industrial complex is emerging in the now heavily industrialized Ruhr area, where several leading industrialists, notably the Krupp family, are working together with the Prussian army and the government officials to develop, in coherence with Prussian state ideology, our military and industrial capabilities. Voltaire has said of Prussia that it is an army with a country, and nowhere is this more true than in the Ruhr. Is this just going to be changing our stuff? No, change to Junkers here and Krupp. Which gives us a plus 35% bonus and a minus 15 in Navy. I mean, we've already got the main Navy tech, so yes, I'm going to switch to that. And I think this one's unique to Germany. Which means our technologies in those areas are going to be even more insane than they already are. Right, so what I was looking at was piecing out Russia, because this is just getting silly. Because they can just invade us at will, essentially. Thanks to this front just being so ridiculous. Alright, you know what? Screw this. This line has not worked. We're just going to turn around and crush them. No. No access for you, France. And let's see. I mean, honestly, you lot should be more than capable of dealing with that, so let's have you guys spreading out over here. Minus 16% conservative. Armoured citadels. These were huge armoured platforms containing several guns which became less vulnerable to hits and could make the ship unable to defend itself. More battleship and dreadnought hull. Some more victories. Marvellous. 200,000 Germans now fighting against them. Good. I would have been somewhat concerned if we hadn't won that one. Alright, let's just keep on sieging this stuff down. Off we go. Yeah, immediately they're starting to siege this stuff down, but I'm hoping the more that I advance into them, the more damage that we're doing. Factory input and output. That sounds like a good one to me. Make it happen. Heavy caliber guns. At this point, a new evolution of the caliber of guns had happened. These new behemoths of mass destruction could smash through the armour of everything but the largest of capital ships. You're done. Onwards. Mission to Austria-Hungary. CB generation speed decreased. That is unfortunate. In fact, I could even mobilise just for the war against Austria. Diplomacy. We're only on 36%. That's going to take a while still. Never mind. Never mind. How are we doing? I think we're doing pretty well, actually. Just keep on advancing. And yes, I would absolutely love to take St. Petersburg. Okay, so Russia. Are we ever going to be able to add... Yes, we are. Oh, sweet. Okay. In that case, yes, it is absolutely worth to continue fighting. My people are getting fed up with the war and just like, oh, come on, just kick their ass. Take something. Make it worthwhile. Too many things happening. We're winning too much. What a problem to have. Alright, how about now? Yes! Oh, we could cut them down to size as well. Which means even more war indemnities. Or we could acquire a state. Let's see if some of these states are actually worth taking. This one would be the one I'd go for. Lithuania. Population isn't that huge. Actually, the one I want is acquire sphere. Of course it is. I'm an idiot. So we're going to go diplomacy. We're going to go add war goal. Take from sphere of influence Poland. Proceed. And then as soon as we can, we will accept peace with Russia. For Poland. And I would say that is an entirely reasonable war to have fought. And will you accept this? You will. Boom. Thank you very much for Poland. Much obliged to you. Okay, so let's grab our armies and send them home. Although, actually, nah, screw it. We'll send you home. And then we will fortify the Austro-Hungarian front. May not even need to mobilise. Kind of looks like we won't. Nope, I don't think we do. Alright, in that case, for a short time anyway, we're going to reduce the amount we are paying our armies. We're going to reduce the amount we're paying our navies. We are going to reduce the amount of tariffs to hopefully make our industries more effective. Something like that. That'll do. Right, is everyone actually moving home? I think you are. Navy, you need to move home. Off you go. And also, I'm an idiot. We're not building enough ships. 4 more of them, 4 more of them. Go. Austria, Hungary, acquire Lombardia, Romagna and Savoy with Italy. Just going to upgrade my forts that are guarding my ports. The port forts. Like so. And do I need to upgrade these? Yeah, I think I do. Just because these are the ones that kind of hold the Russians back. Although actually now that I have Poland, I'd like to make an alliance with you. Would not accept my alliance. And Poland we are definitely sending people to. Good stuff. Now we are building a bunch more troops here, which are going to be at least 1 or 2 more stacks. We have a couple of underpowered stacks, which I will need to identify and move. You are one of them. You were one of them. Was it only the 2? I think it was only the 2 because we merged the others, didn't we? You've just taken a beating? No, you are also. Right, you're already moving. Good stuff. We can do some more. Let's go with generous subsidies. Becoming a very socialist nation. Our subsidies right now paying out 470. You're the one I was trying to select. Right. You are just lacking an engineer. No, you're not. You are lacking an artillery. Oh, even easier. Give me an artillery. Can't believe you're only missing an artillery. That's too obvious. Right. What are you missing? Engineer? Engineer. That we can do something about. Actually, all you're missing is 4 artillery. That's even easier to fix. Whoa, hello. What have you got too many of? Hussars. Okay, you are fully done. Let's send you to Munich. You are still missing an engineer. I thought we had a spare engineer somewhere. 1026, 1026, 1026, 1026, 1026, 1026. These are all looking appropriate to me. Yes. Group you together. Alright, so at this stage, is it time to start getting rid of the commerce raiders and the ironclads? It is certainly time to get rid of the ironclads. Like we don't need those. You're just going to be slowing the entire fleet down. I'll keep the commerce raiders for now because they are useful in a we're going to hit enemy shipping and annoy them stance. Okay. Administration, how are we doing here? Still far too many of us are bureaucrats, so we can reduce administration costs even further. I do think we're going to have to increase taxes, though. Like so, because we are taking, ouch, quite a lot of money out. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I want 10% is what I was looking for. Which is already more than the entire middle class is paying at 45%. Oh, rich people, you're too rich. Stop being so rich. So this is at minus 15% tariffs, which is kind of insane. Like, Britain is basically paying for my tariffs right now. Which is lovely of them. Very kind indeed. Bankruptcy proceedings. By instituting rules for proceeding of bankruptcies, these not only became simpler and faster, but uncertainty of creditors also decreased. Good. Alright, let's repay these loans. Just get them out of the way. Alright, so at this stage, I'm going to have one more look through here to see if there are any more factories that I should be opening. And then I'm going to switch back to liberal. Annual report proceedings. By instituting rules for the proceeding of annual reports for the firm, the transparency of the market increased to the joy of both investors and owners. It was also easier to monitor firms that had problems. Academic training. This meant that to become an officer was no longer enough to be of gentle blood. You also had to attend a formal education which could at best be as good as any college. This was one of the most important causes behind the professionalisation of the officer corps. Open. Yeah, we have plenty of money for this. And with that, we are going to switch, if we can, back to the National Liberals. Boom. Marvellous. Okay, good. And I'd also like to start building some more cruisers, please. They only build slightly faster than the battleships. The Austro-Hungarian menace. As everyone knows, Austria-Hungary is out to get us. Damn right they are. No one would trust them. And there we go. We have the CB against Austria. Lovely jubbly. And actually, you seem to have a unit in the red. So you're missing an engineer and a guard. Are we actually building those? No. Factory output efficiency +1. Lovely. Marketised smallholder business. This style of business culture meant that the owners were either foundations or household investors. This often meant that a conservative but sound regime. Right, that's all being built. Oh, the new guy is being built. Oh, we're still waiting for gear. Liquor is coming in slowly, but no, we are getting the items required. And there we go, starting construction. And now we're getting your items. 1 a day from every category. And oh no, canned food. No, construction has begun. Cool. Right, new research. Still 8 years away from the next level of technologies. Another national focus would actually be pretty nice. As would reinforcements and regiment experience, actually. Let's get associationism. Associationism. That'll do. Target hit profile analysis. This was the analysis of attributes of the enemy target to see where it hit and what kind of ammunition to get the best effect. Keep it down to size. This is creating a lot of artillery. Interesting, I'm sure. I think this must all be artillery coming in. Right? Right. Actually, speaking of all of this artillery, are we actually building more guards? No. So we seem to have 2 cavalry spare. Interesting. So we need another 10 guards. 2 engineers. Well, yes, it's nice having colonies, but they're going to be miles away from anywhere that's actually useful. And then that would mean I have to ship them, which is just irritating. Upper house rearranged. And yes, I know I have a CB. I'm just waiting for a little bit longer before I declare. The style of business culture meant that the owners treated their business as a family, shop, or restaurant. The border between private and business was very unclear. The practice became very emotional, and the owners would take much larger risks for their business, but at the cost of professionalism. Working board of directors. The business culture of having a working board of directors meant that those who made long-run strategic decisions for the company also worked with their daily practices, which paved the way for good decisions. Olomouc becomes a core. Long live Germany! Okay, and with that, I think we can reduce taxes again. like so. People must be loving the cheap tariffs. More reinforcements and regiment strength, or regiment experience. Cool. Let's get the next level. Blink. Alright, and with that, I think that we are ready for this war against Austria. I can't see them putting up much of a fight. They are allied with France and the Netherlands. So we will need to mobilise for this one, I think. Although, how are those two powers looking right now? France is still 4th. 137 military strength. The Netherlands isn't on the list. And Austria is 10th. Netherlands has slipped all the way down to 17th. But yes, I think we are going to mobilise. And then declare war on Austria. That's a good question. What state do we actually want to acquire from them? Probably Österreich. Can we take Österreich? Not sure you can take the capital. No, you can't. That's alright. So what do we want instead? Well, considering we already own chunks of this, I guess this area. East Galicia, which has been fought over several times, or Rove. East Galicia has a really high population. Like, really high, actually. Central Hungary is not bad either. No, we're going for East Galicia. That's what this war's over. Austrian... there it is. East Galicia. Proceed. And with that, we're going to end this episode. So, thank you very much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, then please do hit that like button. If you haven't done so already, then do consider subscribing. And if you have any tips or advice, then please do let me know in the comments. Thanks very much for watching, and I just found the missing sodding engineer. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.